One. It's a damn good time podcast. It's a damn good time
Podcast.
It's a damn good time. It's a damn good time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I'm Steve Schaefer,
I'm Cody Epps.
and this is a damn good time podcast. Hitting you with it. We're back in the studio.
Came with more energy than the song had. I'll tell you right now.
Yes.
I'm feeling good, looking good. You know what I mean? Even in my pink.
It's Valentine's Day, baby.
Oh yeah.
I'm wearing blue
Yeah.
because I'm lonely on Valentine's.
Your wife's working. We are recording this on Valentine's Day. Obviously, this will come out after the fact. But
Yes, but during this recording, it is Valentine's Day, and you know, we wanted to make sure we spent it with our special Valentine.
Happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's
Happy
Day,
Valentine's
bud.
Day.
Fuck our wives, you know.
I'm hoping.
They get yeah.
Whoa.
Hopefully, we get that little pleasant present for
How many
Valentine's Day.
babies are made tonight?
Yeah. What's 9 months from now?
Yeah, math.
We're in month number 2.
True. Yeah. So that'd be October babies, right?
Well, 10, 11. 11 is November's.
November's, yeah.
So
It could
I'm
be-
a November
well, it's
4th.
good. It could be late October, November. Yeah.
Could be late October, early November. I
Yeah.
feel like I was probably a Valentine's baby
Yeah, you were.
in November 4th. The Scorpios, dude.
Yeah.
We're born from passionate love.
Passionate Hallmark holidays.
Yeah. I want to touch on the whole Valentine's Day thing.
Okay.
I've noticed that there's a lot more, especially with all the social media shit going on. We're back in our day. I remember being even a fucking like high schooler, or like you just have a girlfriend. You had to like go all out for Valentine's Day, to
Right.
make sure you bought them a gift. And now with social media and everything, people are like, it's a fucking bullshit Hallmark holiday.
Right.
Just, I don't want anything. Flowers and chocolate. Like that's, just maybe give me a massage or,
Right.
I've heard a lot of different, maybe not really podcasts. At work, we catch Sirius XM radio a lot. The one guy plays it from his account through the speakers. And all the radio DJs that are chicks are like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really want anything special. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot more of this now. It's more of a trend now. It's like it's not a huge thing.
All right.
So how are you celebrating Valentine's Day? Are you getting the old lady anything special or big, or has it ever been a big deal? Or
No, I mean, it used to be more back in the day, but like you're married with kids. It's just like, maybe we'll do something special here and there, but for the most part now, most of the time it's like here's some flowers and here's some liquor.
yeah.
Like, boom, got you covered. I've done cuter things in the past, but now it's just like, don't put like we're both looking at each other. Like, no, stop.
Right.
But yeah, I remember it always used to be what you would say a bigger deal is, but I feel like probably because of the evolution of it and everybody getting tired of it. This is like my wife's birthday is also at the end of January, so
Yeah.
I go December, Christmas, January, her birthday, February, Valentine's Day. Son of a bitch.
yeah.
I need a month to recoup some funds here. Come on.
Right. But in the same right though, if they were more spread out,
Yeah.
if you had Christmas, her birthday was like October. Well, that's your anniversary.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So October. That's washed.
Yeah. October anniversary. Then you have Thanksgiving, always hosting,
Yeah.
But so let's say like her birthday was then in May, maybe would you make a bigger deal out of it because it wasn't closer to these? Well, the birthday is probably going to be the biggest deal, but would you
Right.
make a bigger deal out of Valentine's Day if the birthday was farther away?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably, I think. I don't
So
know.
that's kind of how I look at it. It's like, yeah, whenever things are close, I still try to, because I feel bad for my dad because I've missed his birthday for most of my life.
Yeah.
Because his birthday is December 30th,
Oh, yeah.
the day before New Year's Eve,
All right.
and 5 days after Christmas.
Right.
So it's like he just gets lost in the wash.
Right.
So now it's like, well, fuck. If anything, at least like whenever I get him a Christmas present, make it like 2. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Christmas and birthday,
Right.
and then we're going out to dinner for your birthday. We're gonna make sure we do it,
Right.
and then I'll just have to figure it out for New Year's Eve and shit.
Yeah, my cousin Spencer, his birthday is Christmas. So
Oh fuck yeah.
yeah, he's been having to deal with that his whole life. And that sucks because it's like, well, here's your birthday present, but here's your Christmas present. And, like you got to separate it. You gotta
Yeah.
separate it.
Well, I'm sure his parents is like, fuck. As a kid,
Yeah,
it's probably like, well, we already got you this.
yeah.
We already spent.
We just spent extra $50 on you.
And on your siblings and on your whole fucking family and the cousins and the whoever you're buying Christmas presents for, and here's an extra $20 for you, bub. Happy birthday. Like,
Get screwed.
yeah. So like, so now that I'm getting an adult and I'm more aware of like that shit, it's like, well, I kind of want to make it still more special for you, even though it's close. It sucks, but we'll figure it
Right.
out. But yeah, like we haven't really done too much crazy shit for Valentine's Day. It always seems like I always kind of plan out something to kind of better the house for everyone type thing.
Sure.
It was 2 years ago we got the whole home water heater. That was the thing. Like, we're gonna get the on-demand water heater so we can use the jacuzzi tub and actually fill it up with hot water.
Right.
Because that was one thing, she likes to take jacuzzi baths. And it's like, well, let me do this for you, babe. But it's also benefiting me.
Right.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right.
And the kids. And then this year, we've got a Keurig coffee maker that we've had for probably like 10 years since the old house and everything. So I got her a new one of those.
Nice.
But then I also looked on YouTube and figured out how to modify it so it has constant water fill.
Okay.
Because that's another thing that also benefits me, is because most of the times when I went to go get a cup of coffee, it's always empty.
You got to fill that reserve up.
Because I feel like she would just pour, like,
Fill up a cup, pour it in, brew it. Yeah.
yeah.
Like in the hotel when you got that one, you get that shitty cup and you got to you just fill that one cup of water, then you put it in and hit the button.
That's exactly kind of how it went. So I was like, you know what? Let me get her a new one, because that one probably needed to be scaled. It was old. It was making a lot of weird noises and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And she likes coffee more than I
You're
do.
filling it with your city water. It's probably gross in that thing.
Yes. And so then that's the other thing, is I got the reverse osmosis system to purify the water going into it,
Oh, ballin'.
and then into the fridge and ice machine and stuff too. So I upgraded a thing of the house that she probably uses more than me, but it's going to benefit us both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to get that water out of that fridge and be like, yeah.
Oh, that's what I got in this cup right now. You want to taste it? Actually, I'm sick.
Yeah, get out of here. Get you so much dirty
I
ass
got a little kind of chest thing going on.
And I ate shrimp today, so you might get the juice back
Yeah.
on you.
When we're done with this podcast, make sure you go downstairs, get yourself a cup of water out of the fridge. It's fantastic. Fantastic, because where we live, we get a lot of chlorine,
Yeah.
which I fucking can't stand. And then a lot of the lime scale and shit in it.
Yeah.
I probably need an actual softener for the house, but that's expensive as fuck. Maybe that'll be next year's Valentine's present.
Yeah. I'll give it a year, maybe next year. I got some new cups.
Seems like I keep just doing things with water.
Yeah, I got some new plates and cups. You know? Yeah, just upgrade
Well,
the
no,
water system.
Yeah, 2 years ago it did the hot water thing. I think last year it was couches.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, she naps on the couch more than I do, but I still use the couch. So it's like it's more of a thing for her because she uses it more, but I also benefit from it. You know,
I feel like you're justifying these gifts through her.
I am.
Hey, I like
and she appreciates it though. She texted me. I installed it on Wednesday, so we kind of celebrated early because of her schedule. She's working tonight. She'll be working till like midnight. So we probably won't actually see each other on Valentine's Day proper. You know, through the timeline of it. And so on Tuesday we went and did a chef dinner in Philly at a place called the Delaware.
Yeah.
We did their chef tasting. It was a fantastic night. We had a good time. I even took off Wednesday so that we could hang out all night and stuff and, you know, hang out for Valentine's Day.
Sure.
Because we're not going to be able to do it tonight. So then I installed it on Wednesday because I took the day off. And on Thursday, she texted me. She's like, I had the most perfect cup of coffee, and I didn't even have to fill the thing. But I will tell you, it's legit. You can buy there's a kit on Amazon for like $11, and it's just a float valve. You gotta get a drill and drill through the top of your basin.
Little plastic lid, yeah.
Yeah, and then install the water valve on it, and then run it through. Like if you have water line going in the fridge or anything, this is that 1/4-inch tubing, push fittings, slides right in, and then it fills itself.
Yeah, don't let that bad boy get loose.
Yeah. Oh, I've been watching it like a hawk. But it's working great so far. Coffee maker fills its fucking self, dude. That's the kind of shit I bring to the table. You never have to fill the water on
My
your
dad
coffee
always-
machine again.
My dad had one of those ones that were, you know, way more money than I'd want to pay for a coffee machine. But,
Yeah.
you know, it was legit, like,
Well,
crazy coffee machine.
because that's the other thing.
Hooked to a water line.
Direct line ones,
Yeah.
you can only find commercial,
Yeah.
and I think the cheapest one I saw was $1,800.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
I'm not gonna spend $1,800 fucking dollars.
No.
And it does more things than I want it to do. The only feature that it has that I want different than any other one is filling the water. You know? Other than that, all the other features, I'm like, those are fucking stupid. I don't want all the other features. I just want the filling of the water.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Keurig hasn't just made one of those yet.
Now, you could do kind of the same version that you're doing too on a cheaper scale without running a water line to like a fridge. You could just do it with like a gallon of like water,
Yeah.
and then once that water's out, you just replace that water. But you know, it'd be sitting right behind the coffee machine, so you just have to do it wherever. But
Yeah.
you could still do it, but you just have to have a little pump or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah. But then I still have to refill it.
well, you have to just change out that gallon.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas even we had the one with a basin that holds like 84 ounces, and it still needed refilled, and it never got refilled.
No, my wife's. I will refill it if I see it's really low. Like I'm not gonna like not refill it, but if it's like half full, I'll make a cup. Like I don't pay attention to it, but my wife's really good at filling it up.
Okay.
And our house is well water. It does go through softener and all that, but it still is not. It's still well water, right?
Right.
You know, it's still low. I don't mind drinking it. I'll drink it every once in a while, but we also have a water cooler thing in the corner.
Yep.
Where I buy jugs of water.
Yeah. You get the 5-gallon carboys.
Yeah.
Like basically almost like an office water cooler.
Right.
But it doesn't have the jug sitting on top.
No, it's
like
an
hidden
underneath
yeah.
pump up one, and it cold side and hot side. And we fill it with that. We only use that water in our coffee machine because water is a big deal for coffee.
Yes.
Even in the K cups, which I use every day. I would rather not. I'd rather brew a pot of coffee, but I also don't have time to drink a pot of coffee.
Right.
And I also just don't like dealing with the convenience store is so damn lazy. Like, I could just easily. I even had one of the plastic things that slides in. It's like a K cup, but you have to like. It's got a little screen in it.
Yeah.
You fill it with your grounds. You put it in there, and it brews just like a K cup.
Yep.
But then you got to take it apart. You got to clean it out
Yep.
and get ready for next cup.
Yep. We did that when we first started with the Keurig system.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, why are we going to buy K-Cups? You could just get the little filter for it, and it's just like brewing a pot of coffee, but you just have your own little filter.
And eventually you just like, I just slap one of these bitches.
It's so much easier. Yeah, so much easier. And then you also kind of sometimes have to rely on, well, especially when it comes to the pot of coffee, you have to rely on other people to clean it.
Yeah.
And we have coffee pots at our work, and to take the pot from here to go clean it, you have to go like 30 feet.
And you don't have to do much to clean it. Like, you don't need to really scrub it out. Just rinse it.
I know. And so, and since I travel a lot, I'm not in shop a lot.
Yeah.
But when I'm in there, I come in the morning, and I usually get there earlier. And somebody else has already started a pot, and it's like halfway gone. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start I'll get the next pot going. And I look like nobody's cleaned the carafes at all. So it's like, all right, I'll grab the brush, I'll do the thing, I'll go the 30 feet and clean it out. And even it's like sometimes like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm cleaning this out. I'm like, oh, is it dirty? I'm like, well, yeah,
Yeah.
because nobody fucking cleaned it. Like probably in the last 5 days, because I haven't been here last week. You know,
Yeah.
like you just look at it, there's like caked on coffee on the outside and shit. It's like, come on, like.
Yeah.
Every pot, it probably should be washed, unless you're doing like, in the morning from 6 to noon, there's going to be a constant flow of new pot, new pot, new pot, new pot. You don't really need to clean it between those. But after it sat overnight, you don't just dump that out and then put a new freshie
like,
in there.
It was like at the restaurant. It was on the checklist, and like, go clean the coffee machine.
Yeah.
Clean all the pots out, run them through the dishwasher, like clean the burners because shit got dripped on those.
Happens on closing.
Clean out the basket.
Yeah.
Clean the top. Take the damn water dispenser off. Soak that.
Yeah.
So it's not all gummed up.
If you leave it to some industry folks,
Yeah.
they don't have a checklist. They don't have outs to do.
We got routines around here.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have outs to do at the end of the night, so they're not fucking cleaning it. So it's like, whenever I make coffee in the morning, I clean the pots before I put fresh in it.
God, just touch on that. Steve saying outs. That's if you don't know, if you've never been to a restaurant, outs was kind of like the end of the night. More in front of the house probably than a back of the house thing, because back of the house was like you clean. Everybody's clean.
Yeah.
Clean your station. Get
Break
wrapped
down
up.
your station, leave,
Yeah.
because you didn't cut them till close.
Yeah.
But servers, it's like, well, shit, everything's slowing down. We don't need you, but before you go, do a couple things.
And then it was like literally probably, rolling silverware. Everybody knows that one.
Yeah, polish or roll,
Polish roll. And then like
refill some ketchups.
you'd have a list of closing duties. And they'd be like, all right, first out does this, second out does this, third out does this.
Yeah.
And then the closers like do this. But the closers, I always made responsible to check out the first person that's leaving. Like, did he do that job? Because at the end of it, I'd go check and make sure everything was done.
Yeah.
Make sure it was done properly. Front and back of the house. But it was like, front of the house, man. Oh my God, if they had to put 30 minutes of work in for them walking in to do fucking wait tables and,
Yep.
I'm not saying look, I did the job. It's not a hard job waiting tables.
Right.
It's stressful, yes. It's mental, yes. But it's not that hard.
Yeah.
It's not physically demanding. You're not having to get that dirty. You're not having to get in the trenches like in the kitchen.
Right.
In the kitchens, back there, closing down, scrubbing grease, scrubbing the day away.
Yeah.
Made a lot less money than from the house. Not bitching all, just knowing we gotta get this done as quick as possible. It was like a damn SWAT crew busted in the back door, just like get it all put away as fast as possible.
Well, and it's weird because I feel like the mentality is there. It's like in the kitchen, like you said, at the end of the day, you make less money,
right?
but you make more per hour.
Oh, 100%.
So it's like, I need you to clean this. Like, okay, I'm getting paid X amount of dollars per hour to clean this. It's going to take me an hour. Fine. Whereas in the front of the house, it's like, well, no, I kissed those people's fucking ass to get this $100 that I made.
Right.
And now I'm getting paid dog shit to clean the fucking coffee pot. Fuck that. So I get that mentality too, where it's like, just give me 15. So that's why you break it down in the outs for the different servers, where it's like, just roll some silverware real quick, or just, mop the floors real quick, or, so you try to spread it out easier for them, because
I always said that's your privilege. You have a privilege that you just made $40 an hour while you're here. Probably more than that. Some of them, you just made $40 an hour in the time you're here with the tips you just made.
Yeah,
I can see it on your receipt. I know what your sales are.
Oh,
even if you sucked and made 10%, you still made $40 an hour.
Right? Yeah.
So
and that's on a shitty night.
And it's because those guys back here and this whole building infrastructure, everything, you can clean the goddamn coffee machine.
Right.
And do it properly. I know you want to go party. We all want to go party.
Yeah.
Go clean it up.
Yeah. And then that's the other thing I was trying to say too, is like, in the industry world, we don't have outs. It's like, hey, did you do your job today? Yeah, I did my job.
Yeah.
Whose job was it for the coffee pot? No one's.
one's.
That's no one's. So it never gets fucking cleaned. So I come in, it'll be all crusty. Sometimes it gets left on all night, and it's like,
burn.
You walk in the next day, like, somebody left the coffee pot on all night. Who didn't turn it off? Like, well, you also didn't. You know what I mean? Like, that's my favorite thing in the world, is like, why didn't anybody turn this off? Like, well, you're part of that anybody. So whoever the fuck you are pointing your fingers is like, no, let's say we didn't turn off the coffee pot.
Well, I only drank 1 cup in the morning, and I didn't have any more after that. I was like, well, it doesn't matter. You didn't look at it ever again then.
Yeah.
You still had a cup out of that.
If you want to have that attitude, bring in your own cup in the morning and never touch that coffee pot, and it's not your fucking problem.
You still pinched out of the bag, bud.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. You're part of the royal us at this point. Like,
yeah.
So,
that is true. A lot of people do that. Be like, who did? Why do you do that? Be like, why didn't you do it? Well, I. And then there's an excuse, right? It's always followed by excuse. Like, I only had 1 cup first thing when I got here, and I didn't drink any more coffee. Well, maybe that much coffee was left, and it burnt down to that.
Yeah,
like that sludge.
We kind of had like another one of those, a version of that, but it's different today. Is that earlier in the week, one of the managers said, like, yeah, maybe we'll do pizza this Friday.
Yeah.
And then it turned into a whole spiral of, we're doing pizza this Friday. And then we all came into work expecting, hey, we're gonna do pizza this Friday. And then like, oh yeah, no, we never got approved to buy the pizza. So we can all pitch in and do pizza. And somebody's like, I don't want to spend $8 on pizza. I was like, fuck, it's
$8. I'm on my phone. I'm already ordered 3 Domino's pizzas coming in. Hey, you guys want to chip in? I got it already. But if you want to chip a couple bucks.
And it's also one of those things where it's like, then we got a little deli place across the road that we'll walk over there, grab lunch, come back. And we probably all spent $15.
Right. You spent way more money. Way more money.
Like, I would have been cool with just
$8
fucking $8.
$8
pizza,
a full pizza.
Yeah.
Or at least half a pizza.
Or even like you said, like I would have been like, you don't want, I got you, bud. I got you. Fuck it. I'm ordering it right the fuck now.
It's my shout. Next time you get the next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. People are funny.
Yeah.
But then he's going to walk across the street, buy a $2 bottle of water.
Yeah. Well, no.
Or Gatorade.
One thing that is really cool about the place we work is they provide sodas and water.
Nice.
They have a big cooler full of sodas, and they have the full gambit. They got Diet, they got Dr. Peppers, Mountain Dews. They even get like the sparkling water things and shit.
Yeah.
So that's cool. They have snacks. So like a mixed nut pack, granola bars, chips. So that's dope. So it's literally just $8, and it would have just been pizza, drinks, and everything are already provided.
Yeah, I used to have that at my old job on a survey, and they you go down the basement and there's a fridge full water, pops, Gatorades, ready to roll.
And they make a Sam's Club run every Monday. So sometimes Friday it gets a little sparse, but
snacks might be some different breakfast snacks, bars and stuff down there. we'd obviously go through the water because of the heat and stuff. So we'd always be
Oh yeah,
there's just cases of water stacked in the back.
yeah,
We'd all take turns just refilling that. But yeah, I always kept a case of water in my truck though too.
Yeah.
Out in the field, it's just I drink a lot of water.
Oh,
I drink
for
a
sure.
lot of water.
I'm a water whore.
Drink a lot of water, and I don't do shit now. I don't run around the woods anymore.
Yeah,
I just drive around. But like, it's funny because Steph now will buy. She just bought 2 cases of water. My wife, and she's like, "All right, you just put one in your trunk." And I'm like, I guess it's warm enough now because like I'm worried about it freezing back there and
Yeah.
exploding, but I'm not too worried about that. But so I always like even keep a case of water because it's way cheaper than at the gas station
right.
you're lucky if you're paying 99 cents for water, which you got to think that's insane. By the way,
Yeah,
normally it's not 99 cents. By the way, that's like the cheapest of cheap at a cheap gas station of. A bottle that fills the plastic on it so crumbly in your fingers. You're like, what even is this? But you gotta think about that. I forget what I was listening to, but I heard this somewhere and it was like, you gotta realize that we paid more per gallon for water in a store than we do gasoline.
yeah,
Which is 100% true. So even if gas, say right now, we live in Ohio. Gas is about $3.09 a gallon right now. I think that's what I last played. Okay, $3.09 a gallon. You break that down to a water bottle. That's less than $1. I think. Oh, it's way less than $1. So wait, it's 16 ounces. 16 ounces.
they're usually like
water bottle.
60.9 for some reason.
16.9. But yeah, that's
Yeah, a bottle of water bought at a convenience store is about $1.50
yeah.
for 16 ounces.
That'd be $12 for a gallon of water. It just says that. At 16 ounces per
shit.
bottle, that would be $12 per
Yep.
gallon. What?
Yeah,
But we're fine with that.
yeah.
We're
But if gas
complete-
price hits $3.25, we're like, blah, 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 we need a new president.
The most abundant resource
Yeah,
on the fucking planet is water.
and tap water costs on an average 2 cents
A
a
gallon.
gallon.
We go.
Yeah,
Like, I need a bottle of water. And this, mind you, this is cheap.
yeah.
This is, let's buy a thing of Fiji.
And that's even
We're paying high test, super high test premium race car fuel.
So what's the average RO water production?
So, do you think maybe we should just, and I know it's convenient to just crush a plastic bottle of water. I love crushing
it
a
is,
plastic
yeah.
bottle of water.
I do it all the time. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I do it all the fucking time. But I got that RO system in my house, and I think it'll do, like 250 gallons before I even have to replace the filters. And the initial investment was $125 for the system.
Right.
And then to replace the filters is probably like $5 per filter till you get to the RO membrane, which usually lasts about 3 years, if I remember correctly from my Culligan days.
Right.
And then that one's like $100. So you're not looking at much to get the same purified water that you would get in a bottle if you put it in your home and then fill up a fucking thermos and take it to work,
Right. Well, I mean, I'm paying for 5 gallons of water
Yeah.
about, I think it's about $6 or $7 for 5 gallons.
Okay.
I'm going to call it 6. We'll be on the low side, right?
Right.
So buy 3 of those every other week. So I'm doing
7.5 gallons a
I'm
week.
doing $36 a month. That's $360. Wait, hang on. Sorry, I just lost track. What say that was 6, 12, 18, $36 a month
Okay.
times 12. That's 360, 60, 72. That's oh my god, I can't do math right
Yeah,
now.
it's
That
okay.
that is normally basic math for me.
$432
Yes.
a year.
Jesus. My brain just twisted in my head.
Yeah.
Because that's normally easy problem for me. Apparently, it's been a long day.
Anyways, I suck at math in my head. I need
$420 a year. I'm just buying, or $432. I'm buying in those plastic jug waters. I'm refilling in my machine.
Yep.
Instead, I get reverse osmosis because I already got the water softener system.
Yeah.
I already paid for that.
Yeah.
I'm buying the salt for that too.
Yeah.
So I'd probably really be saving money if I
honestly, you can get a unit that'll do
all of it.
All of it in the same profile that you're.
Yeah, when I do the addition on my house, I think that's when I do that.
Yeah.
That'd be a big thing. I don't know. We'll get that whole water situation figured out so I don't have to go pick up this water. I would rather just have good well water.
Right.
Because I don't think well water's bad. And a lot of people are like, oh, it tastes bad. The iron and stuff. Like, I grew up on that shit. I grew up on straight ice iron. Yeah. There was no softener on my water at all.
Well, and sometimes super purified water tastes bad to people. They like the minerals in it. They like the extra stuff in it.
Right.
And I do, because like spring water I don't like. If I go to a gas station, I grab a bottle of water. I don't want spring water. I want purified water.
I don't think their spring water's legit, anyways. But yeah, go ahead.
But I know that the purified water is usually reverse osmosis done.
Yeah, and
then they add in some salts to give it a little flavor, like trace amounts,
right,
of like calcium chloride and all this other shit. So you want a little bit of that to taste it, because if you just have straight distilled water, it tastes like nothing.
Right.
And even when I put this one in the house, I asked the boys, like, how do you like the new water out of the fridge? And Parker's like, I don't taste anything. And I'm like, it's kind of the point. Right. But, like, also, do you dislike it?
Right. Know? He's been used to that chlorine. And
yeah.
That all the...
Which... Our fridge,
fluoride.
Our fridge had a carbon filter in it, and that scrubs the chlorine out of it.
Yeah,
and I can taste that 100%. Because if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm not going downstairs to the fridge to get water.
Right.
I'm going to the sink in the bathroom that's not touched by anything, and I can taste the chlorine in it 100%. Right. You know, like I could tell the difference. But now, instead of it just going through a straight carbon filter in the fridge, it's going through the reverse osmosis coming through the fridge. So it's going to be scrubbed a lot more.
Right.
And some people don't like that. I even made a joke with Sarah. It's like, I did all this, and like you're probably going to have your first cup of coffee out of that because it's got that good water in it, and you're going to hate it.
Yeah.
and then she joked. She's like, I had a cup of coffee, but it just tasted weird. I'm like, shut up. She's like, I know. It was good.
Yeah. I want to make your coffee better.
Yeah, because you're tasting more coffee and less minerals and shit.
Yeah. But there is something said to the right water. Well, if you go to, you did some, call it distilling in the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
But talking with our good buddy Derek, water is very important when it comes to brewing.
Yeah.
Because you break it down in molecular structure. Jesus.
Right.
My brain is melting. And there's certain compounds that, sugars and stuff will bind to in that water. So you almost need a blank base, like when you're making beer.
Yeah.
Like you need the flattest base you can get, because if not, you get like a little bit of iron in there, a little different chemicals in there. It's going to react different to all the chemical process going on when you're brewing and shit. And it's like, it's just water. Right. It's like, and we just smash it down and put it in plastic and smash it down.
Yeah.
And of course, there's that big movement now where they're like, "Oh, because we put all this shit in plastic, we're all going cancerous and dying."
Microplastics.
Yeah, microplastic. We're all eating microplastics. By the time you die, you have a ball of plastic in you the size of a baseball. I'm like,
and apparently in men, it collects in our testicles.
Oh man, that explains a lot.
Yeah, that's why we're feminizing the men. If you really want to get deep into conspiracy about shit, the fluoride is calcifying your pineal glands, and the microplastics are feminizing the men, and all that stuff. So yeah.
Okay. my kids haven't had much bottled water, so how about that?
Yeah. Well, and that, and then even like the tumblers, was like, well, there's traces of lead in the.
There's no much.
It's like it's stainless steel. Yeah, but there's traces of something in it. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
so we just all go drink from the fucking creek then?
Yeah. You realize there used to be dudes that used to work in lead mines and
Yeah.
iron mines and fucking down in coal mines. Yeah, they died a lot of black lung in the coal mines.
Yeah, they died earlier than we are now.
Mind you, they had not very good mining processes back then, and they breathed in the dust.
But it is like, now we're going on a different tangent here, but if you look at all the things that you're supposed to do different,
Yeah.
or things that help you out, or, just like, oh, you wake up and take 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And then that's supposed to jumpstart your liver and this, that, and the other. And also drink 2 glasses of water, but it can't be, this water. It's got to be that water.
Don't you
And then-
drink out of a plastic bottle?
And then
But
also,
you do it.
Also, if you had like a tablespoon of honey and then some cayenne pepper to help burn fat. And also, when you squeeze some lemon in there, it's like, so what? I got to wake up in the morning and drink a 5-gallon fucking health tincture of turmeric, lemon juice, honey, black pepper. Like
little
all
pepper
this
in there.
fucking bullshit.
Then rub a little cayenne on your butthole, and done your day.
Yeah.
And then make sure you getting that ice bath. You getting that
Getting an
cold
ice
shower.
bath.
You freeze that body.
Yep.
Up. Freeze that body. Up.
And then one of the recent ones was like, 30 grams of protein, and then within 30 minutes of when you wake up, and then do 30 minutes of low grade cardio, and you'll burn
Yeah.
fat. It's like, God damn it, I gotta wake up 5 hours before I gotta go to fucking work just to do my daily health routine now.
Yeah. And then before you get to bed, you don't do shit. You don't drink shit.
Yeah.
You don't eat shit. You don't do nothing.
No screens 4 hours before bed. Don't eat to 3 hours before bed. So it's like, between the hours of when I wake up and when I go to sleep, it's all health related. When am I even gonna work?
Guess what, man? I pulled up obituary the other day, and I saw 4 people had passed away. God rest their souls.
Yes.
You know how old the youngest one was?
No.
82. There was 4 of them.
Okay.
There was an 82, an 86,
Yeah.
a 90, and a 93-year-old that all died in the same week
Yeah.
in our town. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, now, obviously, there's definitely cases.
And they've been on bacon and eggs and animal fat regimen since the day they were born.
I don't know them personally.
Probably wasn't
but
even
it's
until
like,
the 80s that they started even seeing unnatural fats and other
but that was
processed
just
food.
crazy. I was looking for somebody's buddy passed away. So I was like, I was trying to, or somebody was talking to somebody I knew, and I thought I knew her, and I did know her, and I found out who it was.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was like, son of a bitch. Like, these people lived in like mid 80s to late 90s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's wild. Like, that's wild. There's 4 people that were
Yeah.
posted on there that all died in like the same week. But I'm like, that's still good for them. I mean,
Yeah.
and a couple of them look like, by their pictures, I probably shouldn't live that long. But
Yeah.
they did.
Well, and I mean, it's nuts too when you really think about it, and I think it's something that we realize in our age.
Yeah.
I'm 41 going on 42. You're 38,
39
39 going on 40 this
yeah.
year. Yep.
Mhm.
And so, when we first started knowing each other, we were in our fucking 20s.
Well, I mean,
Never thought we'd live this long.
when we first got to know each other, we were
In our teens. Yes.
Teens,
That's
but
right.
yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. When we first met, we were in our teens.
Yeah.
When we first really started like bonding and
Yeah.
hanging out, well, still late teens, and then a little gap, early 20s.
little gap.
Our lifestyles were,
I ran away for a little bit,
yeah, but still, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, we never thought what we'd be when we're 80.
Right.
And now we're literally sitting in a realization of the way our lives aligned is that I'm going to know you when you're fucking 80, dude.
Yeah, we're 50% there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be 50% there. you're already there.
Yeah.
You're 49.8. I don't know, 49%.
But thinking of that right now,
yeah,
we're in 2025.
right.
We're gonna see 2065.
Maybe.
Hopefully,
I mean, the way technology's going,
we may even see
we might see
2085.
longer, or Terminator's coming because this AI shit.
But like when you hear that person that lived, yeah, my grandpa just hit. We're doing the 100th birthday for him.
Yeah.
2083 would be my 100th birthday.
Yeah, I'm cool.
That sounds fucking gnarly, dude.
I'm cool with like 80.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, if I do this twice, by that time, I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
I'm thinking of a couple of older people that I've known. I've seen some older people that hit decline and bad health and that shit. At that point, man, that sucks. Fucking pull it.
I say,
But like being up and active and still like kind of
yeah, but I say when we're 80, like, let's skydive.
yeah.
Once a month. Let's like fly everywhere because by then, you know, we got
Either
money.
that or
we
like-
got money. This podcast made it. We're
Yeah.
still doing it.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
still doing the podcast, but now we got like, you know, cameras on it. Not everybody's going to care because they're going to be in full VR suits living in
Yeah.
another world. And we're like,
Yeah.
whoa, we're power bombing you pussies.
Or at least like sell everything and invest every goddamn dollar you can into like having people take care of you.
Yeah.
Like, but I think that's some of that older generation's style of like, no, I don't need anybody to bother over me. I'm fine. Like, come on,
Right.
Grandma, let us help
Right.
you out. Like, no, I'm fine in this household. But Grandpa's dead and you're at home by yourself. Like, I don't need anybody. Fuck that, dude. I'll sell everything just for somebody to take care of me.
I heard a friend of mine say that the other day. She was talking to her daughter, and we were talking amongst ourselves. And she, or the one girl's like, I don't want to have kids. She's like, well, you have nobody to take care of you when you get old.
True.
It's like that's what you get kids for. To
You
take
pay a
care
stranger.
Of, you know?
Yeah. You pay a stranger to do it.
Because by that time,
Another
they
one.
understand what you did because they have kids, and they're like, oh, shit, now I got to take care of them. So
You're paying
yeah.
a stranger to fuck you in the ass. It's,
I mean, just put me an Xbox in the room. I'm all right.
I got a funny joke. I hope I don't botch it. But I got it. There's son takes his old man to nursing home against his best wishes. He's like, I don't want to go. Just leave me at home. I can take care of myself. It's like, no, let's take you to this it's not even like a nursing home thing. It's more of assisted living. It's nice to be good for you. And he's like, all right, I'll try it out for a week. And after a week, if I don't like it, I'm done. It's like, okay. You know, first night he's in there. He wakes up the next morning with a boner, with an erection. Nurse comes in, sucks him off. Just goes straight to town.
Whoa.
Takes care of it. Done. He's like, all right. And the son comes in, you know, that next day. He's like, how was your first night? He's like, it was fantastic. I love this place. I never want to leave. I'm here forever. Keep me here for the rest of my days. Gives him a couple days. And that, like 2 days later, he's walking through the halls. He slips, falls down. Male orderly comes by. Fucks him right in the ass. Just gives him the business right in the ass. He's
Jesus
bent over.
Christ,
He's laying on the
what a
ground.
party, yeah.
He's laying on the ground. Guy takes care of him, you know. Well, doesn't take care of him, but he has his way with him. Son comes back, and he's like, Dad's like, get me the fuck out of here right now. He's like, what changed? He's like, I don't get it. You loved it. He's like, I only get a boner like once every 6 months, but I fall down about 3 times a week. Get me the fuck out of here. Zing. I thought that was funny, but
It's all right.
but yeah, man, I don't know. Getting old is gonna suck.
Yeah. I know. Anyways, we're somewhere. We've
Yeah.
been here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good Lord. I heard you had you said you got a little clip you want to play?
Oh,
You
I
set
do.
it up? Do you need to set it up? Sorry.
This is I'll just say it was a TikTok I saw,
Okay.
and it's English fucking people.
English people are weird.
And have you seen? There's a
That's
big,
not weird. I mean, they're fine, but
there's a
they're
big,
weird. They're weird to us.
a big thing in their food trucks over there. You always get a mash, or you get a baked potato with beans and cheese on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The beans, oh, you want beans and cheese? You want beans and cheese? Oh, beans and cheese and butter. Okay, butter.
That's like their breakfast is literally they have beans with like every breakfast.
Well, they have beans and toast a lot for
beans
breakfast.
and toast.
But these motherfuckers are eating beans and cheese on
Yeah,
baked
no,
potatoes.
I've seen the big guys over the Spud Bros and the
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Yeah,
And so this one is Jacob and Nina Official. They have a food truck that does.
do you want to post it up so
Yeah, I'm
it's on
putting it up.
YouTube in case anybody wants to watch it?
I'm putting a picture in picture right now.
Beautiful, got it.
But this one threw me for a loop.
Why Americans do not like this spud? One and a half potatoes.
This guy,
We're
see
gonna go
it.
for a crispy skin. Look how soft.
It's not a crispy skin.
Oh my,
It's
honestly.
not crispy skin.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. There's no crispy skin on that.
Garlic butter.
On board with that.
As long as it's real butter. It's probably not. Probably liquid garlic butter.
Even then, it's probably still delicious.
Oh yeah, it's probably better.
Healthy dose of salt, good dose of pepper on it.
This is where it gets interesting.
4 cheese mix, double pasta, mozzarella, red Leicester, white cheddar.
That's not that interesting. Cheese.
Cheese. We love cheese. Or cheese blend.
Beans on.
I wonder if they're barbecue beans, like baked beans.
Yeah, they're
This
baked
one
beans.
here,
With tuna.
Yeah, tuna's weird.
tuna salad,
I'm really sorry, Abby.
and that's it.
I'm gonna add some tahini.
Oh, he put
Probably putting tahini on it.
It's got like a lemon.
You want a little lime? It's not lemon is lime, but most other countries call it lemon.
Right, Americans don't get it. Cheese, beans, and tuna on a spud is so good. You have to try it.
the tuna
Yeah,
is what
tuna-
threw me.
Tuna throws me out
Is
big
it
time.
just British? The British people that.
I'm
cheese
fine
and
with-
tuna.
Shit, give me some baked beans, cheese on a potato.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. But I don't know about tuna.
So nice.
Yeah, I'll pause it there.
I don't know about tuna.
That's where it threw me for the loop. Because I've seen the beans and cheese on a tater. I'm all for it. And I'm very curious, are they like baked beans like we have, where it's like the kind of molassesy barbecue sauce?
I'm pretty sure they are. I think we kind of
Or is
adapted
it-
that from way back in the day. That's how that kind of situation is. I think Heinz.
I don't know, man.
I think Heinz still makes most of British beans. Well, Google it real quick. Bring it up.
Pull that up.
British
baby.
baked beans. Actually search British
beans.
most popular beans. That way we know what their most popular beans. I'm pretty sure it's a Heinz or something like that. It's a baked bean. Boom. Most popular bean.
Yeah, it's
in
the
Britain
AI
are baked
overview.
beans.
I don't trust the AI overview
Haricot
anymore.
beans cooked in tomato sauce. Yeah, so it's a baked bean. I mean, I think we pretty much, as America, just took their beans and said, now they're American baked beans, baby.
I always assumed that was more of a southern barbecue thing.
It's a basic. I mean, that
Yeah.
to me is like tomato, sugar,
Right.
cook some beans in it, you're done.
I guess maybe British did it different because I was born and raised in like a Scottish household, and
Oh,
we'd
yeah,
always
I'm not
we'd,
saying that.
we'd always have bean soup or beans.
Yeah.
and they were
The white cannelli beans.
yeah they're
mhm.
yeah, and you get some kidney beans or some other. You get a
Ham and beans, baby.
couple different types of beans in there, and it wasn't like that barbecue flavor. Which those ones you could tell, you kind of look at it, it has that kind of
Get you on some true ham and beans.
yeah.
What was it about that? Those ham and beans with the cornbread? You normally
Yeah.
do a little cornbread with it,
Yep.
right? And that the stickiness is just kind of like a baked bean, but it's a weird stickiness.
Yeah,
Like I think
you get that starch out of the beans.
you take that starch of the beans and you cook that in that,
and it coats
and
your
it's
mouth.
like and the ham
Mhm.
and the fat and the ham's mixing in there too. Oh my god! And a lot of times people just throw like whole ham hocks and like
Oh yeah,
a big old piece of like shit nobody wanted.
Yeah.
You mix that with some beans, throw a little celery in there, a little carrots, lots of ham stock, but probably a lot of people just do water and just cook
Yeah.
the shit out of it. My God, ham and beans is good.
Yeah.
Ham and beans is good.
Yeah. It's like,
But you see, the beans are very situational to the area,
yeah.
like black eyed peas.
Well, and I think a lot of it too is what was available to the immigrants coming over.
Right.
Because even like they say Irish bacon. Irish bacon was a thing, but now they used corned beef for a lot of the stuff whenever they came over.
Yeah.
And different things like that is what was the closest thing they could find that they had over there that they could use here in the States and shit.
You ever see, so like, we know there's like, heirloom tomatoes and stuff like that, like tomatoes that were grown 100 years ago and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So there's beans, like lost beans in the art of these beans. They still have some of them, like you can still find them.
Yeah.
There's crazy beans out there, like different colors and like almost like rainbows and shit like that you can find. Same goes with like a lot of vegetables and fruits. Corn is the biggest one.
Yeah. Well, because
We know corn as corn today, but that's like GMO, whatever.
I
corn
remember
that
as a
grows
kid, we
better than anything
grew
else.
Indian corn,
Yeah.
which was purple and orange
Right.
and white, all multicolored in that stalk.
No.
They're in the ear of corn, you know?
As I think that's really cool, I also don't think it's probably going to be as good as the fucking the corn. We made corn into a better product for us to eat.
Well, and that's the thing.
With
It's
plumper, bigger kernels.
plumper, bigger.
We do that as a species, as a human. We all want to bang the hotter girls or the hotter
And
guys.
that's why you have GMOs.
That's the selection
genetically
process, man.
modified. Genetically modified. And that's the thing is like people
Take
say
the best one, mix it with the best one.
so there's a difference between everything that we eat vegetable wise is genetically modified.
Yeah.
Because we've modified it from its original form. We've crossbred it with things. People do it with fucking weed all the time now.
Yeah.
You think that strain happened naturally? No. There's a reason the weed that we smoked back in the 2000s is completely different than the weed people are smoking today.
Keep going. Let me mess with it more.
Now.
Let me mess with it more. Let me mess with I don't know, there's one guy
cross-training?
somewhere that's like, I got the dirt weed seeds. So everybody's gonna be like, oh,
This is the shit.
give me it, man.
Yeah.
I barely want to get stoned. Can I
Yeah.
just pick it?
Yeah. Let me pick out seeds and stems and fucking. Can you compress it into a brick?
Please.
Like, and then I
dry
can
in your
smoke a joint
basement
and
for
feel
like a week?
fine. Yeah.
For 6 weeks, I don't know.
So there's a difference between like genetically modifying it in that aspect, which we've always done, or adding the chemicals and all the other bullshit where they really genetically modify it to where it's not even like good for you anymore. And that's the GMOs that people don't like.
It's literally animal nature to do that. Like, animals do this too.
We did it with dogs.
We did it with dogs, but no, I'm saying animals themselves will do that.
Yeah.
The best female in the lot is picking out the best male in the lot.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter what species you look at.
She wants the guy that can provide.
She wants the stud.
Yeah.
And the studs fight over each other to take care of the whole herd.
Yeah.
And the biggest one wins.
Yep.
Why? Because they
Natural
gotta
selection.
get bigger.
Natural
gotta get
selection.
bigger, gotta
yeah.
get better.
Yeah.
We gotta get stronger. So it's natural selection. Like deer do that all the time.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that German guy kind of had something going.
Wait. No.
That's kind of his idea.
Yeah, well, he had no room to talk, so he wasn't allowed to put that in.
He did it wrong.
Yeah, he did it
He
wrong.
did it wrong.
Did it very wrong.
No, sorry, I had to crack a joke. We do not condone
He
anything.
could have tossed out a couple brochures. We would have been fine. Anyways, but no, that's just natural selection. And
Right.
I mean, you look at beautiful people that get with beautiful people, and
Yeah.
fit people get fit people. I mean, you get that one rare tulip that gets with old dried up weed,
Yeah.
and that's it. But it's There's always a natural selection
Well, and
process.
that's why like men are drawn to big asses, big hits, big tits, because they're gonna
yeah.
be able to hold and feed a baby
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, and that's why women are drawn to bigger, manlier, apex kind of men.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be able to protect the family and fight for them and give them the goods. Like,
Yeah, no, it's more the security thing.
Yeah.
You feel more secure with them, whatever it is.
I feel like, and I'm not even going to try to deep dive this, but I feel like there are some plants where it's like if they don't get the pollen they like, they just shut down too.
Yeah,
Where it's like they almost even do their own natural selection. It's like,
yeah.
nah, this is a weak ass bitch plant. I ain't gonna let that one pollinate me.
We are built on natural selection and adaptation. I mean, that's just how it goes. I mean, if you look at the people in Britain that are stuck on an island,
Yeah.
they need to get out more.
Sad part
They're
about
a
it
little
is the dumb, ugly ones are the only ones. They're the only ones procreating anymore nowadays.
Other ones leave. I'm going to the U.S.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Christ.
No, I'm just saying, like, worldwide.
Right.
There's way too many dumb, ugly people in this world.
Yeah, you got to have your cannon fodder.
Yeah, yeah. They still need love, too.
They still need love, too.
They just somehow pop out more babies than
Well,
rest
the
of us.
problem is all the good ones are picked, and it's not like
Yeah.
a mercy thing where it's like this hot chick is going to sleep with this, or this hot guy or hot chick's going to sleep with this ugly person.
Yeah.
So we can disrupt it. So we can bring up the base. We got to bring up the base. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
We got to bring the base to medium level. So we can all bring the medium level. So this is how we got to do this.
Well, it's
situation.
the movie Idiocracy.
Yeah.
They're saying, like, yeah, smart people got together and they only had, like, 2 kids, but these dumb fucks, they all got together and had, like, 12 kids.
Right.
And then those 12 kids had 12 kids of their own and blah, 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 blah.
And the world goes to shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's just it is natural selection though, which is just funny. And I don't know.
And we got there from beans and cheese and tuna.
Beans and cheese and tuna and bread
But-
people.
But back to that point, fucking tuna on it. That's where it threw me for the loop. That's why I wanted to show you that video, is because of the fucking tuna.
I'm hardly a canned tuna person, pouch tuna person.
Yeah.
I can do a little bit here and there. I'll have a tuna sandwich here and there. I can. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, that sounds all right, and I'll eat one. But I am not a regular tuna enjoyer.
I love a good can of tuna.
But I think my reason why is because like fish in general, I know how good it is when it's fresh,
Right.
and I know tuna's not the same as tuna fresh. But
Actually,
it's
kind of
just
weird that you
different.
bring that up, because I'll still enjoy a can of tuna, but I just had this conversation the other day with somebody at work. It's like, I don't trust fruit. I don't eat fruit because, like, I know what a good piece of fruit tastes like, and if I get a shitty one, it's like, eh.
Yeah, it's boring.
I was like, this sucks. Like, why did I even waste my time even taking one bite?
Right.
But I don't apply that same kind of,
Idea tuna.
yeah.
I mean, the process, it's cooked, it's packaged, it's did different ways. So if you don't mind that flavor,
Right.
but to me, like, I've been telling my wife for a while, I'm like, she still buys salmon at the grocery store. And I'm like, I'm so turned off by salmon anymore.
Really?
I'm not, if I can see that salmon and I don't see that it purged out too much by the time I go and look at it,
Yeah.
I'm talking fresh salmon,
Yeah.
I want it to be fresh.
Right.
Because that fresh salmon against a frozen salmon that, unfortunately, sorry, most of you eat in restaurants all the time. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you eat fresh salmon, you're just like lifted to a whole nother place. You're like, this
Right.
isn't even the same fucking fish.
Right.
It's not even the same. And
Yeah, you're not wrong there at all.
and I've ate so much salmon in my life that I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, I don't want to eat it if it's not fresh. Like I'm just done. And
Yeah.
I'm getting it. We're getting it fresh from the grocery store. It's not frozen. It's not anything.
Yeah,
But
well-
they're fresh, which means I know how long that traveled to get onto that shelf, which is days. And then its sell by date is 2 days, and that means it's been 5, 6, 7 days in that package.
And not only that, like at the docks, like at the big markets, where like the people that are willing to spend the money for the sushi places, for the big cities, for at the port, they'll go and they'll pick it out. Like, this is ours, this is ours, this is ours, this is ours. That's all garbage. We don't want it. And then the grocers come in and are like, we'll take it.
Right.
So like anything, even shit you get fresh in a grocery store is not as good as what you'd get fresh at, say, like if you were in a big city and they have like a decent fish market, it's going to be better there. And then then you go to like the sushi places, like they got the first dibs. They're willing to spend more on it. That's going to be even better.
Yeah, I'd rather spend, $25, $30 a pound on the freshest salmon I could get.
Yeah.
And really enjoy that salmon than buying the shit. That's fine. It's not going to hurt you by any means.
Right, yeah. No, it's not bad for you. It's not rotten or anything. It's just
literally,
it's not as high of a grade.
Yeah. There's people out there probably like, I tried salmon before, I don't like it. If you ever try fresh salmon, like,
yeah,
if you tried it straight out of the river, straight fish dead, filleted, boom, cooked up, you would be like, this is the best fucking thing ever in my life.
And I've never had that, but I bet you it's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I've had it 8 hours old.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
that's
a
even
whole
like
other life. It's like a whole different thing.
We've had, when I worked at Red the Steakhouse in Cleveland, they had a food service provider that would get them fresh, never frozen Alaskan king crab. And that's 20 hours old because it takes forever to get over. But even that.
But 20 hours is not bad. Like 20 hours.
because normally it's
boom,
frozen.
we just cut it. We just shipped it straight to your door.
Yeah,
Like,
normally it's frozen and it's there in a week or whatever.
It's just jet express to your door.
Yeah.
20 hours. Like,
that shit was like fucking butter,
my God,
dude.
It's such different.
And it tasted like candy almost. It was like sugary and sweet.
We get rigor mortis and I'm sure fish do too.
Yeah.
It shit sets in.
We just need to move it to Alaska. Where they got salmon up there, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Depends what part of Alaska you're in, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got salmon.
They
They
got,
got
king
crabs. They got all the shit.
They get
up there.
tuna up there, or tuna's more of a.
No, you can get tuna up there.
Okay.
They like cold water.
Yeah.
Coldish water. I mean, it depends on the time of year, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
I'm sure that's all like whatever.
Well, that's even like, I wish I wasn't allergic to lobster because I go to the New England states for work all the time, and it's fucking lobster everywhere. And it's like right there.
I was going to ask you.
It's called Maine lobster for
I was
a
going
reason.
to ask you about, well, maybe it's the, whatever they put on it that you could be allergic to. So, new tests coming up.
Whatever they put on what?
All the shellfish. you
Shellfish and stuff.
Because
From
I
what
was
understand-
hearing something about a new allergy report, and they were talking about, because I know the word too. I just learned about it today and at work. It's basically a saltwater solution that they brine into them, and some people become highly allergic to it. So, but did you do a whole thing with it?
Well, I think most of it's like the iodine. So that's why if you go to an emergency room, you have to disclose if you're shellfish allergic,
Right?
Because it's the iodine in the fish is what makes them red, is what you're more allergic to.
Why haven't we invented a pill that you can pop before that?
I think they have that.
Besides Benadryl, like something stronger.
So I think if I went to an allergist, I think they could treat me and I would be able to eat shellfish. Mm-hmm. The only thing is, most health service providers don't cover that because it's not
bullshit. Hey, that's still hindering a man's life.
If I guess it's just like,
I mean, what if all you can afford is shellfish?
well, we all
Top
know.
and high.
Yeah. We all know how great the U.S. healthcare system and the insurance system is. So of course they would be willing to help me
Yeah.
out with my allergy pills on something I just don't have to eat.
Yeah, but what if somebody touches you? Like, I've been around shrimp all day with a little bit of my little spit. I actually spit when I'm talking. It hits your lip. Boom, you're in an anesthetic shop.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Good.
And they could be like, well, avoid him. Well, you can't avoid everybody.
Yeah.
You be in a supermarket.
This is my job. We do a podcast.
You're in a supermarket. It's right next to Red Lobster. This guy just ate an all-you-can-eat son of a bitch. And deal, he put down 75 shrimp. He
Yeah.
just threw up on me. I'm dead now.
Yeah, well, they do the same thing with diabetes. I'll get the insulin I need, but it's going to cost me an arm and a fucking leg.
Yeah, unless you go to Walmart and then it's cheap.
Yeah, so it's like it's one of those things. I'm sure I could get treated for it, but it's going to cost me an arm and a leg.
Fucking around.
Yeah, I thought Luigi Mangione figured all this out.
Elon Musk is on it, man. All the stuff's getting figured out, but yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
something
I
like
don't, I don't
that.
think any about that's getting figured out, but
Yeah, no.
good God, if somebody could get into that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, let's figure out a cheap way to make me not allergic to shellfish.
Yeah, I know the research probably costs money, but I don't think it costs billions and trillions of dollars that you need to charge thousands of dollars for shit that is one little pill this big.
Yeah.
It's like, well, the research and the behind it. I'm like, so then you had that's your price?
It also could be one of
When
those
you
things,
make your
too.
money back, how long till you make your money back and then you can take the price down?
It also could be one of those things too, where like the side effects aren't that great either.
Yeah, you make it to shits. You make it to shits.
Because I've seen a lot of ads. I'm getting a whole lot of ads for hair pills. It's like, yeah, and it shows the before and after. It's like most guys regrow hair, and I haven't
And then your
even
dick
I haven't even
shrinks.
looked at the laundry list of and it can't get any smaller,
You
man.
might not be able to get an erection then, but your
Yeah.
hair's going to come back. Well, what good is that? You
High
just
blood
ruined
pressure.
it.
Yeah.
Got my hair back. Now I can go out there and get the ladies. Yeah, but you can't get up.
That's not that I'm worried about getting the ladies so much.
I know, but
It's more of like a
making joke.
self-confidence thing, you know? But how much self-confidence am I going to have with a full head of hair and I'm 300 pounds with high blood pressure and I can't even get an erection to have sex with my wife anymore? You know, like,
But you got a full head of hair.
but look at my
looks-
hair, hon.
Which also will, it never comes back, right? And it's like all weird. And it's like, is that a toupee?
Yeah.
You down trimming it? What kind of hair is that? I don't know what hair that is.
I'm really this close to just going back to straight shaving. I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm holding on.
obviously, if you're looking at the camera, I got a thin layer that people like to make comments on all the time.
looks terrible because it's been sitting on
Oh yeah. Oh, it looks way worse in the camera too. Like, look at mine in the camera. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I have
so-
I have very thin blonde in the sun, but brown now. But I just say it's all right.
yeah.
We still married some ladies, and we're doing all right.
It's true.
We got some good looking ladies.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways,
we got awesome women. It hasn't hindered really any aspect of my life except for every once in a while this 18-year-old kid that I work with. If you're listening, Levi, fuck you.
fuck you, Levi. I'll beat
They're
the
like-
shit out of you.
We're like, that looks a little weird. Like, yeah, I know. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, wait till the karma comes back to you, buddy. Wait.
Yeah. It
You're
probably
either,
won't.
you're either gonna hit by a truck before you even get to 30, or you're gonna hit 30 and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, what happened to my hair?"
Yeah. This kid can't grow a beard yet, and I took a $100 bet that he's gonna have.
Grow a beard.
He's gonna have. He said he's gonna have this full beard by June 1st,
Oh no.
and it's like I'll show you pictures offline. I'm gonna put his face up here.
No, yeah.
But like,
He's got nothing right now.
He's got like a little goatee and then like some little sideburns.
Oh no, you're cooked, buddy.
Yeah, dude,
You're
it's
cooked.
like, maybe in 2 years, but
You're
not
cooked.
not in a couple months, bro. Like,
It took my middle brother. It took him, and he was always like that, right? Like, it took him till he was probably 37 or 38.
Yeah.
And it took 2 years of him not shaving right there in the middle for it to finally catch up. So
Yeah.
he's cooked. You won that bet.
and mine's not bad. It's still kind of patchy if you look at it in certain spots, and if I close trim it, you can see where there's little
Well,
spots.
we all are because of how we sleep too.
Yeah.
It's like how you rub on a pillow, like it messes
But
up
it's
your
even one of those
follicles.
things. I didn't get this. I was always goatee and sideburns till probably like 25, 28-ish
Yeah, it takes-
before I really got the beard in. You know,
Yeah.
like takes a minute, and he doesn't realize that. So I'm gonna get $100.
Yeah, it's
That's gonna be
it's
pretty
easy
cool.
money. Easy money.
Yeah.
Idiot. What an idiot.
Yeah, fucking dork.
Anyways. Hope you're listening. I hope you're the other person on YouTube right now, you idiot.
But hey, man, dude, we fucking rambled on for a lot so far.
No. I was going to say, did you have anything else? Because if not, I was going
I-
to say,
Don't actually. I just had that one video, and I didn't even realize we've gone on this long. So I think I'm done.
did you have a damn good time?
I did have a damn good time. Did you have a damn good time?
I had a damn good time, and
We
I
hope-
hope everyone did
We
too.
hope you guys had yourselves a damn good time. Click like and subscribe. Do all the things. And until next week,
Tell
keep
your grandma
on
about us.
keep on having some damn good times. Love you, bro.
Oh, love you. Oh, that's
Cheers.
swallowing.
And we'll see you guys later.